Well, I guess the first question is, how do you feel? How do both of you feel?
Francia?
Nervous right now. Yeah, but I feel good. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm in a good place.
Yeah, I think we were a little nervous. I think it was a very intimate thing.
Yeah.
And it was just, luckily, thankfully, between us for a while, so it's a little, weird.
Yeah, it's nerve-wracking a little bit.
It's a bit weird.
Yeah.
We're happy to be here.
Feels strange to be telling the world this private story.
A little bit, yeah. And then I think the question of figuring out, what that means, that we all obviously went through that, and I know I've kind of lived my life in a position where people have seen a lot of it, but this is something that's important. This isn't something that's easy to talk about. Hopefully it's impactful, because what we experienced, we really hoped that it would be something that obviously saved my life, but also just to help other people too, because that's clearly why I feel like I have the platform on YouTube that we have.
Well, let's go back a little bit. Tell me how did this idea first come up? You two are best friends.
Yeah.
You knew, Francia, that Selena had been struggling with lupus.
Yeah.
Whose idea was it about the kidney?
Mine. We were living together at the time. Coincidentally, I was in transition, and I left to film in February, and when I came back, I had already put my suitcases in there, and I was like, okay, I'm about to look for a place, and something in my heart told me not to look yet. I felt God being like, just wait, and I actually told her that, and she goes, well, I like having you here, let's just wait it out a bit, and I didn't understand why, because I was so ready to just live on my own, and one day she came home, and she was emotional. I hadn't asked anything. I knew that she hadn't been feeling well, but I know her, and I know that, we both, when we get a certain way, just let us be. And she couldn't open a water bottle one day. And she chucked it and just started crying. And I said, what's wrong? And that's when she told me. And she goes, I don't know what to do. The list is 7 to 10 years long. And it just vomited out of me. I was like, of course I'll get tested. And she didn't want me to do it. And she goes, I can't. You have so much going on in your life right now, and there's a lot of downtime. And I felt a lot of peace about it, and there was like no question. I was like, I'm going to get tested. You're my sister, of course. And so I called her assistant and I said, give me the information. I want to do this.
So when Francia called you, Selena, and said, I got tested and I'm a match, then what happened?
I definitely remember you wanted it to be a surprise, and somebody ruined it for you, so I'm sorry.
This is what happened. But you know what? I think it's a beautiful story still, because, I volunteered, but you don't really know what you're getting yourself into. And it's scary. They make you take a 2-hour course to kind of educate you on what giving up a kidney means for your life. And so it was just a scary process, learning everything. And I remember telling the nurses, like, okay, I'm going to find out first. And the donors always find out first. And they said, yes. I said, great. How much time do I have to make a decision? And they said, as long as you want. I was like, I just want to pray about it. I just want to talk to my pastor about it. I just want to feel that peace. So that was like my thing. But I know that in the back of my mind, I would have been like, God, I need a sign. I need something. And so she called me and said, hey, we're a match. And I was like, why are you telling me this? But in my heart, immediately I felt God being like, this is the affirmation that you needed and you wanted for me. So then I knew, I got even more peace that this was something I was supposed to do. But I did have a surprise, and I made her pretend that she didn't know anything. I said, we're acting right now, this is a scene.
Very dramatic.
Yeah, very dramatic. So I was like, I'm walking in, I had a case that I had engraved. It looked like a Bible. And on top of it, I had a quote that she gave me when we first started becoming friends, and it says, a sister is a forever friend. So I had that engraved, and then inside I had a kidney bean in there, and that was my way of telling her, yeah, that we were a match.
Very happy. I didn't know.
So, tell me a little bit about the process, because I think one of the reasons why it's important that we're talking is because there are a lot of people who wish they had a match,
right.
And there's a huge effort to have people donate if they can.
Yeah.
And that is an incredible gift to give, whatever the circumstances, whether to a friend or to a stranger.
Right.
So what was your process? What did you have to go through?
It's a lot of testing. you basically have to make sure, and the doctors make sure, that you're not just physically healthy, but mentally and emotionally healthy, because it is a very emotional process. Lots of blood work. I remember the first time that I went in, they took like 30 vials of blood. I'm just sitting there. I mean, I don't think my blood was even flowing anymore. It was so much. CT scans, X-rays, yeah, sugar drinks that I don't drink sugar, but they wanted to test your blood having fast for 12 hours, and then after you've had sugar, because diabetes is a risk, and that runs in my family. So it was a whole process, but with our situation, because we were kind of an emergency situation, I did everything in like a day. And usually the process takes like 6 months.
I had arthritis. My kidneys were shutting down. My mentality was just to keep going.
How were you feeling in that moment?
She lived with me in this interesting time where my kidneys were just done. That was it. And I didn't want to ask a single person in my life. The thought of asking somebody to do that was really difficult for me. She volunteered and did it, and let alone somebody wanting to volunteer, it is incredibly difficult to find a match. The fact that she was a match, I mean, that's unbelievable. That's not real.
It becomes surgery day. Tell me about how you were feeling and what happened.
I wanted us to feel good.
Yeah.
So our friend came over and did cute little French braids for us.
And we couldn't eat after midnight, so we stuffed our faces.
I think I ordered like
way
so
too much food, yeah. But I had to go in first. And when I woke up, I just was really calm.
Did you ever fear for your own health?
Yeah, I did. I had to write a will, which was scary, because there's no guarantee you'll wake up.
And your family wasn't even sure when you told your mom. She was like, what are you doing?
My mom didn't want to be there until I woke up. She loves Selena, and so she came in and held my hand, and she's like, are you good? I was like, yeah, we're doing this. And then they give you Valium to calm you down. I don't remember anything else.
Well, you did a little peace sign first, and then you went out. I remember waking up 2 hours after, and I saw my mom, I saw my stepdad, and I felt okay. I felt really good. I got to see you and tell you I love you, and then I went back to my room, and I started to attempt to fall asleep. And in the middle of that process, I started hyperventilating, and there was so much pain there.
Doctors told Selena she'd have to go back into surgery. Her new kidney was turning around inside her body.
My teeth I was like grinding, I was freaking out. It was a 6-hour surgery that they had to do on me, and the normal kidney process is actually 2 hours. Apparently one of the arteries had flipped. I'm very thankful that there are people who know what to do in that situation.
What has the recovery been like?
What I wanted more than anything was that we were together, so I actually got a space for us to be in together. You know, you're on bed rest, you're allowed to walk an hour a day. You can't do any stairs or anything crazy.
It was hard because you constantly needed to ask for help.
Yeah.
I think one of the most humbling experiences was needing help to like put on underwear. We couldn't take showers by ourselves. I mean, it was a really brutal process.
You feel that Francia saved your life?
Because she did. That's it. I guess I got to the point where it was really kind of life or death. It's really hard to think about or even to swallow, especially now that as soon as I got the kidney transplant, my arthritis went away. My lupus, there's about a 3 to 5% chance it'll ever come back. My blood pressure is better. My energy, my life has been better. I really hope that we can help somebody. I really do. I don't think what we went through was easy. I don't think it was fun. And I hope that this inspires people to feel good, to know that there is really good people in the world